Hello, this is Ebony, aka Miss E, your one and only serial problem solver, helping you make money, not problems. I teach new and tired landlords the secret to having their properties pay them on autopilot. Listen, I started a remote landlord community. And the reason why I started it, because there's so many landlords suffering in silence, dealing with so many different hardships, different burdens, needing answers to questions that they simply may not be able to find, completing Google searches, YouTube and things, calling people that they think is really good at things and they aren't. And I wanted to start a community where landlords could come together, specifically landlords, property owners, who could actually give advice, seek advice, get information, rally together when necessary. So often landlords tend to get the bad end of the stick. And the reason why I say that, there's so many laws that protect tenants, and I have no qualms against tenants. But the reality is many of the landlords, especially in the state of Pennsylvania and the city of Philadelphia, tend to get favor of the tenants. As hard as landlords work to provide housing to individuals, whether it's low income or those that are on the higher end, building their dreams, making them realities, trying to put families in homes and apartments, only to get the bad end of the stick. It's completely wrong. And I think it's time for us to begin to rally together, to begin to stand up, and to stop just simply, succumbing and becoming victims of every change in legislation. And so with that being said, when we see things coming up, when we see things that are going against what our needs are, it's time for us to stand up together. There's so many different communities that have seen results when they banded together. And for that reason, I wanted to make sure that the landlord community could come together. See, the reality is most people will think, oh, well, this person or that person owns multiple properties, but you have no idea how much money is tied up in that investment or many investments. Just because someone had the know-how doesn't mean that you have to be like a leech and just completely drain them of their funding and finance because you feel like they have it. Stop assuming that all landlords have it like that. Oh, he or she got it. They got property. They own this, that, and the third. But the reality is sometimes landlords get slammed. And I'm not by any means complaining, but I want to make sure that there's not one person here that's suffering in silence, especially if you're listening to the sound of my voice. So with that being said, I want you to go to Facebook, click the link for the Remote Landlord, and let's rally together. Let's share some insight. Let's share our experiences. Let's seek some advice. Let's give advice. Let's coach one another without the additional cost. It's time for us to stand, to band together, and to do what we need to make sure that we all succeed. You have an amazing day on purpose. God bless.